Well, here we are. This is my daughter, Georgia. We're going to see Blade Runner. And what does my daughter think to my YouTube channel?
It's hilarious. Tune in, guys.
Do you actually watch it?
No, I don't.
She does. She's watched a couple. She's watched a couple. We used to go skateboard riding in the 90s, didn't we, darling?
We did, yes.
No helmet, between my legs on the big longboard, cruising around the streets. That was crazy, don't you reckon?
At the times.
So we're off to see Blade Runner, and you're not having popcorn? No. Okay. Say goodbye to YouTube.
Can I just say how alike we look today? Twins.
Yes, and you've heard it from Georgia now on how irresponsible I was with my skateboarding with her, but she got through it all.
Praise God.
You heard it live from an eyewitness account of the irresponsible nature of parenting I had when I was skateboarding. Nah, we got through the net.
Yeah, we got through great.
Yeah,
She's pretty talented, you know.
Well, she's a bit biased because my daughter. Is she gorgeous? Hey guys, welcome back. Andrew Penman here. Look, Onan owners, Onan potential owners, people who just want to have a look at Onan anyway. Thanks for joining me. This is really important. I'm going to talk to you up and close and personal. We're going to have a one-on-one. Having my coffee right now. 10 past 1 in the morning. This is how I roll. This is how I work. Okay, this is really important. I'm having a lot of complaints of some people about the battery packs falling out. Don't feel bad, because this is not alone with Onan. It's happening with EBoard. It's happening with the Lanhe wheel. In fact, the Lanhe wheel had cracking connectors, and so did some of the mellows are cracking. This has an awesome connector. It goes in about 1.5 inches. It does not move. Look, the reason they're falling out is quite simple. When you get your Onan, they give you a little Ziploc bag with four little bits of. Yeah, I told you it's That's all. It is late at night. 4 little pieces of foam, okay? They go in 4 areas. Now, I'm not going to waste time on this vlog talking about it. Check out below my link to the other vlog, Onan Hacks, I did about 2 months ago, showing where they go. They go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spots to connect into the battery housing to protect it. Metal, alloy, plastic, rattling equals one thing, chipping away the plastic, okay? That's how it works. It's just not going to withstand that that kind of moving around where you haven't got any foam or protection. Onan don't give you any indication where to put these 4 bits of foam. It's not good enough. They should be explaining where it goes. Anyway, I've got an email with arrows going where they go. So put the foam in first of all. I found the foam is so thin that after 3 or 4 rides of maybe 6 hours, they just flatten completely. And they say, Onan, you should redo it every time you go for a ride, like after 3 or 4, maybe weeks, or there's got to be a better way of fixing this. Now, my background is electrical engineering, or electrical mechanical. I'm very, very switched on when it comes to fixing things, hacking things. I'm a pretty brilliant tradesman around the house. I can do everything. So this is where this channel becomes so good, because I can give you some really good shortcuts, some hacks, how to fix things properly. And you heard it here first. People are taking credit for a lot of my hacks, but at the end of the day, please tell people that Andrew Penman thought of this, because I don't get any money for this. At least I get some recognition. Okay, so the hack today is going to fix this battery pack from falling out. Now, I'm not going to talk about putting a strap around it or velcroing it, or the simple thing is, if you get your Onan brand new, right, you've got to put the foam on it, and you've got to make sure it doesn't click in like click. It's got to go in like, not like that. Okay, it's got to go in so you push it really hard, and then it slightly clicks. You can hardly hear it, but that makes it snug and tight, and it won't move. If you do that from the beginning, your Onan battery will never vibrate, never chip, and never fall out. However, I realized the foam really wasn't the right substance or the right material. It flattens too quickly, and I tried putting rubber in there, but rubber, the smallest I could get was about 1.2 mil, and it was still too thick, and it wouldn't push the battery pack in. So one morning I had a light on. This will be my light on moment, which is a switch came in my head. It was a switch light moment, and the light came on. I thought, you know what? There's a simple explanation for how to fix it, but how do we actually improvise that fix? And it came to me really quickly, and it was brilliant. And that is a rubber band. No, not going around like that. That might work, but it's not going to really do a lot. The trick was simple. I'm going to throw now to a video of me putting it on, but essentially, before I do that, I'll show you what it does. You get the rubber band, and you'll find there's a slot in the back of the Onans where you're supposed to put the little bit of 2 bits of foam. These are the 4 points that touch the actual housing. You get the rubber band, you simply put it around the back over that little slot, which is just there and there, as you can see there. And then you just come around here and just pull it around the front like this. And look what's happened. It's just gone around the whole of the Onan, including into that little gap at the back. See, it sits in there. Now I'm going to throw to a close version of this just to show you quickly. But when you've done that, it's like the back of a watch. When you take your watch off the back of the jeweler's, there's an O-ring that goes around. It seals it all. This is like an O-ring that goes around. They're only costing you $3 or $2 for 50 rubber bands. Elastic bands, rubber bands, whatever you guys call it in the world. And look, unless you're really tight with the money, I would change one every time you go for a ride. Watch this. Ready? You saw this first on my channel, okay? Goes in. Now watch. You really got to push it hard, and now there's no way. That's sealed the whole way around, better than that foam situation they tell you to do at Onan. And you can play with different thicknesses of rubber bands depending on how much your battery pack has been chipped and worn. Okay, that will lock it in. If you do that and the foam from day one, you'll have no problems with the Onan battery pack falling out. Okay, this is really important. Guys, that is it in a nutshell. So I think that deserves another cup of coffee. I know, you know what? Without a doubt, if you do that, it really holds it in nice and tight, and you'll have years of use out of your batteries. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll throw now quickly to the footage before I go on how to do this close-up. So have a look at this right now. Hey guys, this is the Onan battery pack. This is a close-up I can show you. You can see I've got the foam in there, and it's side on. It's that slot in there, right? You can see on the white background, very better. There you go. That little gap in there is where one strip goes there, one strip goes there, and on the front you have a curved one that goes around there and a curved one that goes around here. They're the 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, that when it goes in, it doesn't vibrate. Now the rubber band, you can see that mine have actually, if that macro of this can zoom in, you can see they've actually flattened a fair bit, and these have flattened even more. But they still work. But I mean, they could be left there while the rubber band hack goes on. And this is what you basically do. You hold it, it takes 2 seconds to go on. You hold it there like that. You put it around that part there, as you can see. See? If you can get it to sit flat, that's even better. But even a wider rubber band might be better. I've been trying it with this one, which came with the newspapers this morning. I think I'll get better ones. Just sits around there like that, and sits around there. Now, push it right up high into where that foam pieces are, as you can see. And that's the finished product, right? That's it. I mean, that's not rocket science. That's pretty straightforward. I would probably use thicker rubber band, and maybe even wider if you've got more of a loose fitting. And then once that's protected there, you can see it's right in there, in that spot. You just put it in like this, and then when you push on it, there you go. You've really got to push hard, and that ain't going to go anywhere. Okay, guys? That's the fix. Okay, the rubber band size, as you can see, just there is about 8.2 centimeters, and or it's around about 3 inches. Okay, that's when it's normal. The actual thickness I better do in actual millimeters. You can see it's around about it's about 4 mils, 3 mils, 3 or 4 mils anyway. But to be honest, you could go wider, so there you go. Just the one that comes with the newspapers. What a joke, eh? Anyway, that's the size, guys. There you go. It's pretty easy. Anyone can do it. It's not rocket science. It's pretty straightforward. Make sure you saw it here. Spread the word. Let you know that it's an Andrew Penman hack on the Onan. And if Onan's watching, hey guys, maybe a few rubber bands in the box when you ship these things. Look, thanks for watching. And also a quick shout out to a guy in the States who's got a great little YouTube channel on its way up, very new, and that's Christopher Mount Sr. He's a guy that's pushing the boundaries on the cool wheel in terms of doing really hardcore testing over gravel, over sand, over grass. He's doing carbon fiber finishes on it. He's a really nice guy, and I'd say jump onto his channel and subscribe. He's got some stuff that I'm not willing to do on my electric skateboard, so I wouldn't do it on my electric skateboard. Joking. He really tests these things. So thank you, Chris. And I'll throw out also, of course, Joe Kaiser has another guru channel. He's a whiz when it comes to pulling motors apart. So between us guys, we'll cover a lot of the stuff on the cool wheels and these entry-level electric skateboards. If you're rich enough to spend $2,000 electric skateboard, maybe you don't need to watch our channels. You just go and send it away and get it fixed. But if you want to just, get a budget electric skateboard that works well, and it will you can buy 2 or 3 for the price of an expensive one. This is the channels for you. Okay, me, Joe Kaiser, and obviously Buffalo Escape. Now, on that, we will have a bit of a hookup, the guys, and we'll have a chat. So I'm going to do a thing called Appear In. It's a great app where you actually hook up 4 or 5 people and you can talk live. And I've got a new iPhone, iOS 11, so I can actually video that whole conference. We can talk, and maybe some of you subscribers would like to come on board and on one of the vlogs and chat. I can get up to 8 windows and 8 people talking. It's something different. If it works well and it's a great discussion and no one swears or does this, we can probably post those online on my channel and do a couple of vlogs of interactive conferences with a lot of people. So we might get an idea on that coming up soon. That's something I thought would be really good. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Happy skating, safe skating. See you in the next vlog. And remember, you heard the rubber band hack on the Onan here first on Andrew Penman YouTube. Till next time, guys. See you in the next vlog.